Hello fam, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. It's a Man United fan here, in case you didn't know before now. Yay! I've always been, even since when? Probably as a teenager, many years ago, while I was still in junior secondary school, as far back as I can remember, I've always been a Man United fan and I've not changed. I'm that loyal. Yeah. Welcome again to my YouTube channel. Yeah. If you are new here, thank you so much for clicking to watch this video. I'm intentional favor. Please subscribe, okay? Also turn on your notification bell. And to my amazing returning subscribers, you guys are the real deal. Thank you for always coming back. So this video, I want to make it a vlog. I'm not sure. I wanted to vlog today. I have a lot of things piled up to do today. But then I just got something. I just went downstairs. I had an engineer come to my house to check my meter, my electricity meter. Anyways, yeah, when I went down to go and get that, then I saw this card. I saw a post someone delivered, and of course it's from one of my lovely neighbors. My neighbors, can you guys see it? Hello baby boy. So they sent me a card from my baby. Congratulations on the birth of your son. Best wishes, from their names and their house number. Of course I know their names. And then they wrote their house number. Yeah, so it kind of got me thinking. Yeah, so these are my neighbors. Now they're not the first people. These are the third. This is the third card I'm receiving from my neighbors since I gave birth. Of course, I gave birth in June. This is August, and they still sent me something. That tells you it's better late than never. Okay, I wasn't even expecting anything further. I gave birth in June. I think still in that June, I think 2 weeks later, my next door neighbor, my beautiful, lovely neighbor, who I'm well pleased in, she's so lovely, yeah. An old lady, anyways. She gave me a card. Yeah, she gave me a card. Before then, she already asked me. She traveled anyways. She wasn't around when I gave birth. So when she came back from her journey, she bought that card from America. I'm telling you, that's how thoughtful she was. Even before she traveled, she apologized that she won't be around when I'll be giving birth, because she traveled to America actually. So to go and see her daughter, she was like, I'm so sorry, I won't be around. I said, no problem. Why are you apologizing? These people there. And after saying that, she said, okay. But then when she came from America, she bought it because she asked me what I was expecting. I told her it's a baby boy, so she bought a baby boy. One is downstairs. I don't have it here. And then her sister, who lives opposite her on the same street, also brought another card. Baby boy, welcome, all of those stuff. I'm like, oh. And then this morning, I got this one from my amazing neighbors, and it's really, really wonderful. And it really got me thinking. You know why? I don't know. I think as Africans, of course, I'm a Nigerian. The society or certain people have some expectations of people that sometimes when I think about it, I think it's not necessary. You understand what I mean? So that situation whereby someone gives birth. Okay, I know people that not that I had this issue, like people that have this opinion, or maybe say I have this issue with them, but for me, I don't really care. Or I don't see why someone gave birth. Yeah, and you heard about it. You know how news like this fly. Okay, for one person hears it, it spreads and all of that, or even the person just puts it on social media, creating public awareness. That's the point of social media anyways. And then you heard about it. I think the first thing to do, like when you hear that someone gave birth, especially if you are a woman, women surprise me the most. You are a woman, you know what it takes to give birth. You know how difficult it can be for many people. Okay, some people have it easy, like they just go push and it come out. You know how difficult it can be for some people, and you know how recovery also can be. Yet you hear that a woman like you gave birth, yeah, and the first thing is that you are angry. You become angry, or not that some people will become angry immediately, and other people will be expecting that, oh, this person heard about it. How did this person know before me? Okay, this person, she should tell me that she has given birth. In essence, you'll be waiting for that woman that gave birth to call you on the phone to tell you that, hey, I have given birth to. Like, I don't understand it. I don't understand it. For me, even if it's someone that that I expect that this person should tell me, or maybe should share this good news with me, quite all right. Okay, you should share this good news with me. But sometimes I think it depends on maybe how long you think it has happened. But the thing is that you hear this news maybe 2, 3, 4 days or even 1 week after the delivery of the baby. You know that this baby is just 1 week old or less than, and you are still angry that the woman didn't call you. In your mind, you didn't even think of that woman. Okay, what's she like now? Has she recovered? Is she still in the hospital? Kind of create excuse. And for me, the first impression or the first thing that should come to your mind when you hear that someone gave birth is, wow, really? To be happy and call the person on the phone or reach out to the person as much as possible. Some people will give time because they know that those, like, when I gave birth, there are some people that they called me 4 days later. They said they didn't want to call me when they heard the news, like the first 2 days or the first day I gave birth, because they know that I will be resting. That's the thought. If you're a woman, you should know what it's like, that recovery, So, but some people, they will hear it. They will still expect you that you should have told them. They shouldn't have heard it probably from a third party, or that they feel so entitled that you should tell them. And because you didn't tell them, they will not call you. They won't come and see the baby. They won't wish the baby well. They won't rejoice with you on the arrival of your baby. I mean, how? Why? Like, why do we do these things in Africa? Why are Africans like this? Why are Africans like this? In my own case, for instance, you guys, of course, I've carried you guys on this journey. In case you are new here, to be honest, like, my pregnancy was kind of difficult for me, and then I was induced, at 38 weeks immediately because I had pre-eclampsia. And after giving birth, I stayed in the hospital for another 5 to 6 days before I was discharged because my blood pressure was playing up and all of that. And I was in that state. I was not happy in the hospital. I was crying in between. Because I didn't give birth through CS, but I was still recovering, and I was going through a lot being in the hospital, and the lot was going through my mind. Okay. And someone didn't know what I was going through. And now imagine that you now heard that I gave birth, and you are angry that I didn't call you to tell you. To be honest, when I gave birth, the first few people, it was really my husband that made the calls, that told family members, put it on the group page, because it was at midnight I gave birth. Yeah, put it on the group page and all of that. Sometimes the least of the worry of a woman that just put to bed is calling people, announcing it. Even if you are on to announce it, what's the essence of social media? Social media is where sometimes it's easier for you to communicate. There are some news that we see online of some people. I know it depends on how close you are to a person, but it depends on how long. Let's say now that I've given birth, it's almost 2 months postpartum. Yeah, I'm not yet there. It's almost 2 months postpartum for me. And then imagine that there's someone somewhere that I'm close to, and this person doesn't even know, has not even heard it at all. And this is someone that usually we communicate. This is someone that maybe while I was pregnant, let's even go there. While I was pregnant, this person was checking up on me. This person, checks up on me basically. And, I am not sure this person has heard about it. I think that, if this person didn't call me or whatever, I think for me, I deserve to maybe check on this person. Why? But if I know that that I have given birth, and you still have not called me, probably because I have not called you or whatever. I mean, where is the place of courtesy? Like, sometimes give excuse to people, and people will not even bother. They will get angry at you. I did not tell them. 2 months postpartum, somebody has not reached out to me. I think it's on me now to kind of know, this person might not even know. This might not know that I've given birth. Then what will you do? I'll call that person. Maybe when my sanity, like when my brain is now cool, that's when I'll have time to even remember that, this person doesn't know that I've given birth. Then I'll call you and tell you. Yeah? But don't expect that just immediately after giving birth, that you don't know how many people you will call. Who has that time after giving birth? Maybe get me, like, you can correct me, use the comment section. I would like to read your thoughts about this. How do you feel when you gave birth? For me, when I gave birth, the least of my problem was to go and be calling individuals on the phone. For instance, what I did, I just shared the news with, of course, my husband told the family members. So as a matter of fact, the first person that he broke the news to was his big sister. Okay, it was his big sister. She was even awake because she was saying that, the way I'm saying, your wife will give birth this night and all of that. She was still awake. She was still online. She was the first person that knew that I have given birth. Then they now put it on the family group page. And then we texted my godfather, my priest, and then my dad. That's what we were able to do, that day, like that night, before we now kind of try to sleep and we are moved to another world and all of that. But I don't know about other people. Immediately you give birth, the first thing you do is it to call everybody. Like there are people you will call, there are people that you will notify. There are people that first come to mind. It can never be everybody. But why is it that we usually feel entitled that once some things happen, you should be the first to know that this person should tell you? But let's assume this person didn't tell you. Okay, let's assume this person should have told you, but this person didn't tell you. What if she forgot? Like for something like childbirth, I believe that actually if you're a woman, you should know that you don't know what this woman is going through. For me, I was in the hospital for 5 days. I was not myself. I was crying. I was always crying because they'll come and check my BP. They say it's high again. For someone like me that I've never had high blood pressure, the thing was just killing me. Like I was emotionally down. Honestly, if I were just anybody, believe me, that's enough for me to have gone into depression. People don't know what I went through those days I was in the hospital. I went through a lot. And somebody didn't know what I went through and you'll be expecting me to call you. That's even the least of my problem. For one, let me tell you, while I was in hospital, I was not even opening my WhatsApp so much. So many times I'm just like, I just open up to maybe try and go to YouTube and watch lifestyle videos. Like, I'll just go and be watching people that have given birth. I was watching how people are recovering. That's what I was watching to kind of encourage myself. Okay. Like, even as I'm talking to you today, throughout yesterday, you may not believe it. Throughout yesterday, I didn't open my WhatsApp. I'm not kidding. I didn't open that app. My husband even sent me a message on WhatsApp, forwarded something to me. He noticed I didn't read it. He started calling me on the phone. Because WhatsApp for me, to be honest, is one thing but people don't know, honestly. Some people have known, like, I remember my priest wife telling my husband, I know that Mrs. doesn't check her WhatsApp. I don't know why. I wasn't like this before, but that's how I am now. But I don't know why people. So look at these people. What brought me to this topic is I was just reflecting. They saw me that I was pregnant. When I gave birth, I didn't need to announce to them. They saw that I have given birth. I didn't come and give them any special invitation or go and announce to them or tell them my baby's name or anything. But they know that I have given birth. And they now came, their own wish. They didn't come to my house to surprise you. None of them crossed this door to come and see my baby. Cultural differences. But what did they do? They posted cards, welcoming my baby and wishing me well. Because they know that I have given birth. If you hear a good news, can we put aside, okay, that's me. I know that sometimes, like, thinking back, I might have been like this before. But sometimes we say when I was a child, I think I like a child, but when you have grown, you think like an adult. There's some things probably I might have done, but I don't know if I've done something like this. But now that I'm kind of been exposed, and of course I'm advanced in age and everything, looking back, if you hear good news about someone, I think by default, your reaction should be happiness. You should be happy for that person. That should be the first default. But why is it that the first default is entitlement? If you are like this, you need to check your heart. Maybe you've not heard this. Maybe you've not even thought about it. But check your heart, honestly. Let's do some mind reset. Check your mind. Check your heart. If you hear a good news, somebody gave birth, somebody bought a new car, somebody did what was the first, what is it called? Not impulse now. Oh gosh, my brain. I can't remember that. There is a word I'm looking for. Like, what's the first reaction? The one that just come, like you didn't think about it. Oh, English is failing me. Maybe I'll put it on the screen if I remember what I want to say. Okay, what is that first reaction? Is it wait and she did not tell me? And he did not tell me. Is that the default reaction? The default reaction should be happiness. Really? Wow! And you are happy for the person. Forget about entitlement, whether the person did it or not. Rejoice with the person, especially when it involves life. I think this one is more delicate. You hear the news of a baby, someone, a whole life, a human being came into the world. The first reaction should be happiness. See, there is something about let's do this, let's do the needful. Later on, we settle. I usually do that. Sometimes, even when I start, because I think that we are so close and I feel you should tell me this or you should do this to me and you didn't, okay? The first thing I'll do is to reach out to you. I'll finish doing everything, then we'll come back and settle this issue. We'll come back and settle it. I think that's depending on, like I said, there are some times that, people are wrong. They should have done something. Don't get me wrong. But you as a person, you should know what your default reaction should be. Don't respond. So what makes you different from that person? So two wrongs, they say, cannot make a right, right? Yeah, two wrongs can make a right. So why will you react that way? In my opinion, if someone, maybe just like now, imagine that I gave birth and my best friend, I didn't tell her. Did I even tell my best friend that I gave birth? Did I call her on phone? I think it was how many days later that I called her and I told her that I've given birth. Few days later, that was when I did. My covenant sister was because I opened my WhatsApp. When I opened my WhatsApp later, I saw a message she sent me praying for me and everything, and I just had to reply and break the news to her, and she called me immediately. So let's assume that my best friend or anybody now, maybe I have someone that is so close to me, I've always been part of your pregnancy journey or whatever, and I finally heard that this thing happened. The first thing is, oh wow, I'm so happy for you. I'll reach out. Okay, that's the approach. Reach out and rejoice to that with that person. Then later on, hey auntie, wait though, so if I didn't call you, you wouldn't have, just say it, then the person will now tell you, no vex. Sometimes that's usually how it ends. No vex, my sister. Don't be angry. Do you know where? Then that person will tell you why they didn't, and then you will understand. Has it happened to you where you are angry with somebody, but maybe you acted mature or for whatever reason you did something, and later on you heard the reason why the person didn't do what you expected them to do, and you even start feeling bad, or you now say, no wonder. Has it happened? Because imagine someone now calls and I say, honestly, I gave birth through CS, so, or you don't know, do you know in the hospital I was admitted for 2 weeks before I left? It was really, the first thing you start feeling bad for the person, then you will understand. And that's the importance of reaching out to people. Reach out first. Even if you are angry that this person should have done something, at least be happy with the person. Be happy for the person. Call that person. Okay, don't wait. This entitlement mentality, let's outgrow it. I really love to hear your views about this that I have shared. What do you think? What do you think about this entitlement? Like, what do you think? What's your opinion? And please, let's learn. Maybe you are not aware of this. You've not even thought about this before. The point is, the person might be wrong for not reaching out to you, okay? But the mature thing to do is, if you are really happy for that person, you heard the news, reach out to that person. If you still feel that entitlement, no problem. It's your entitlement. Feel it, no problem. But later on, still tell that person, you know what, I'm actually not happy with you. So this thing happened, you didn't even tell me. So if I didn't do this, you wouldn't have told me, that kind of thing. And let that person either apologize or explain to you what happened. The person will definitely apologize, say no vex, okay, see why. Or the person will just say, it skipped my mind, I'm so sorry. Or it's true, I really should have done this, but I didn't. That's what you will get. But remember, two wrongs don't make a right. So try and be more mature even as we move forward in this year. So guys, that's it. I know this video will not be a vlog. At the end of the day, it's not going to be a vlog. So it's going to be a video on its own, and I want to believe it makes sense. I want to believe you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, okay? Like this video if you got value out of it. Share it, okay? I would like to know your thoughts, like I said, in the comment section. Also subscribe to the channel if you have not, and I'll be seeing you in my next one. Until then, stay blessed, remain intentional, and take good care of yourself. Bye.